Okay guys, welcome to part 3 of we are building a PC tower. This is not a tutorial, this is a practice video. In the last part we modeled the CD-ROM. However, I opened my real CD-ROM or DVD, and actually I realized that's a little bit of nonsense I made here. However, I don't really dislike that because we are building, I said this in part 1, we are building this PC for an animation I have in mind, and for this purpose it's not really necessary to be extremely accurate, but I'm gonna just show you what we should have done actually. So let me just show what we could have done better. So this is our this is our opening thing, let's just call it like that. And I would like to, oh that's weird, deselect, deactivate, no, looks fine, okay. So what we could do instead of that, we could basically just, first of all, we're gonna apply all transformation, right click and say, how do we say that, all transformation like this one, that has the advantage if we drag this thing to a different position and we press Alt and G, and it jumps back to this position. So that's good. Okay, let's do that quickly. So I believe what we should have done is, so let me drag this guy back again. We should have simply, or I think this is even safer. I'm gonna hide this and that. This we can leave because it helps us to determine the size of the whole thing here. Just double. Oh, we have two of those guys. Interesting. Anyway, I know this is the other thing I remember. Okay, so this we're gonna deactivate for now. And what we can do is first of all make sure that the whole thing fits. So this length would be better. And now. And oh wait, let me just completely get rid of this thing here. Yeah, this is better. We're gonna make it bigger. Then we're gonna loop cutting it here, and then we make this thinner here. Grab the whole loop cut. I think it's like that. Maybe, you know what, we need two loop cuts actually. Let's use two loop cuts. Yeah, that's good. Okay, another one here. Okay. This thing will be our, gonna duplicate this. This is helping us to for the reference point. So like this one here, and that looks good. This is this one actually we should have done earlier, so now we it looks still a little bit. I make this bigger here. Gonna hide this too. You just see something. Oh yeah, so I'm only making it right now so big so that I can see how much space we gonna need. So this is something basically part 2 is almost completely nonsense. Well, only now we still have learned something how to make those stuffs. We learned actually something in part 2, so it wasn't so bad. And again, I'm a huge fan of not always do things like they should be. So sometimes making mistakes, revealing giving you some ideas. I already had an idea what I could do. This one I just show you how we could do it better. So I thought that kind of has to be addressed or shown. So I do it, but I don't really mind the thing we created in part 2. Too bad. See, this might be already. Oops, we need to see more. Yeah. Wait. I see. Oh, no. Why is this not visible in here? This is weird. I think I get it. Or do I? Very confused. Okay, hiding this star. Hiding this one here. Huh. What? I don't get it right now. So I can see it in the edit mode, but I cannot see it in... okay, this is... because of... Okay. See, stuff like this happens. I showed you in the last part those things here. I did not think I saved it, but I kind of did, obviously. So that's the reason why it looks like that. So we have to... See? Actually, we can get rid of that. Oh, we shouldn't do it like that. Crap, what did I do here? Can I... Huh? Yeah, okay. We don't need any shape keys. The shape keys were responsible for a little bit of confusion here. Anyway, so let's just put... This is our template placeholder. Again, this helps us to determine the size of the whole disk. Good. Okay, well, good job so far. And now it's time to hide this guy here. And I believe we can we? Yeah, that's okay. We're gonna delete, we're gonna separate this object here, separate selection. And the other one we can hide. So now we're gonna apply the mirror modifier. And it's one object again. We're gonna do now basically the same thing as we did in the last part. This is what we learned, so this is why the last part is not completely nonsense. Again, this is... Again, I personally don't think that's nonsense, but I could imagine that some of you do. And so I would like to say that mistakes can be good. Don't do always the... You know, if you always do the accurate and good way, you will never learn something. You will never learn something new. This is how it works. Someday I watched like a tutorial on how to bake a how to bake a how to bake a bread or something like that, so, or pizza or whatever, something like that. And a guy was saying in the video, if you do it exactly accurate like I did in the video, then the bread will not stick. You don't have to be... You don't, you know, do it exactly like in the videos, otherwise, you know, then it will be perfectly. And he is right. The bread, if you do it exactly like according to the plan, according to the ingredients list, it's gonna be exactly what you want probably. But if you not experiment, if you do not open yourself up for making mistakes, and then you will not getting new ideas, because you will always see the same thing, the same end result, and there is no space for happy accidents. Again, here we go again. This is a really good thing, happy accidents. So, and because of that, I think that's good. It always opens up ideas to me all the time. Okay, so make mistakes. It's very important. Do make mistakes. It's very healthy and good. So, now we're gonna make this guy here, so the same method. Set the white 10 times and mesh. Oh, wait a second. Forgot that. I'm sorry, but I remember it now. What's the Windows key and plus magnifying thing? Did it work? Yeah, our thing is a little bit bigger now. Okay. me just fix one little thing. Capture cursor. So now you only see only the one cursor here. I think that's a good thing, right? Yeah, okay. There's only the one big cursor, not the little cursor. Yeah, good. Yeah, let's go back. So we activated those guys here, and no, we selected those guys. We're gonna say transform to sphere, so leading the softer faces here, making this thing already bigger, like in this one here, smaller. Or what is our? Let me hide this guy here. This one we're gonna hide. This one we're gonna hide. I know it's a little bit irritating, but it's fine. So this is our size we would like to have. Great, good. Then what we can do now is, yeah, what do we do now? Oh, we're gonna how does this look again? Let me just take a look. I didn't want to do it last time because the cable. Okay, do I still record? Yeah, great. So I just checked my own DVD device to get a better understanding. So we can make it maybe like this one here, and yes. So let's just do this and that. But it should not be like that. It's not a problem. We're gonna get this done. We're gonna get this done. I promise you that. Actually, this was not what I saw. Just while I was doing that, I just realized, hey, this is not too bad actually. I think it's just easier to get. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Good, this stuff we don't need. This solve. Maybe we need that. I don't think so. Let's get rid of this. Solve. Okay. Yeah, this happens sometimes when you do not. If you rebuild or try to rebuild something which is like not really creative, like a CD-ROM device. It's not really, or DVD device. It's not really a creative thing. I would not say that. And you try to recreate it out of your imagination or out of your memory. Well, the chances are it's not gonna work out like you think. So, for example, my first mouse I created in Blender. I created it on my Let's Play channel before I decided to make a second channel for my Blender stuff. Well, it was like the cable of it. The cable of the mouse was on the wrong side. It looked like more like a, I don't know, like a, yeah, like a wrong, just wrong. Not that it was a problem, but it was so weird because I mean, a mouse I see since, you know, 28 years. I know what a computer mouse is, or using it, or wait just a second. My first PC I got when I was 16. Anyway, for a long time. And I couldn't rebuild it in Blender like it should look like. Meaning, I think it makes sense to have a reference if you rebuild something which is not creative necessarily. So that is a thing. Anyway, so we're gonna copy this value here, and now we're gonna select those guys again, extrude, putting it to here. That's why it should match. Hope so. We will see if everything is the right position. We should have some doubles now. Let's try to remove. Ah, yeah, it worked. Okay, well, that's good. So this is now a clean CD-ROM thing. I don't think it looks like that actually, but it's gonna be okay somehow. I hope so. So. No, I mean, this is, I'm not having any reference, so I simply do this. I just want to show you it's possible. If I would have a reference, we could actually make it extremely realistic looking. But right now I would just say making it approximately is sufficient. So we know we could do it if you want to. But we don't have to. Yeah, let's see. Wait, make this here smooth. Again, those stuff is not really needed. Smooth. Anyway, so let's see, what do we have here? See, first of all, we can see the box definitely too small, a lot too small, which actually we can adjust it here, right? So like this one here. Ta-da! So we can now get this thing here out. Oh, that's, forgot something. Yeah. So we have to get rid of these guys here. We have to change this one here too. Solve faces. Is jumping back? No. Let's apply all transform. So we can get it back anytime we want to. Okay, that's good. So this is how our system looks. There is a little bit of a thing going on here. This we don't need actually that here. Okay. So shall we try to join that stuff together? Probably. Okay, how do we do that? How do we do it? How do we join stuff? Does this make sense? Is this how this stuff looks? Kinda a little bit different. I have to set up. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna pause here. No, I don't. This doesn't. This here is actually not even needed. So we have. I have a little bit of a different thing here going on. So that's. I mean, I'm not sure. It could maybe work. I do not know. Can we just get rid of that? Oh wait, I think maybe like this. This solid faces. If those guys are not smooth, make him smooth. Oh no, something is completely messed up. Let's fix it like that. Extrude, scaling it down, and then I think I've seen something like that. Yeah, that's okay. That's a lot better, huh? I didn't. Again, you never know. You know, if you do that not so often, it's if it comes from your memory. If you build stuff like this only with your memory, it's a tough challenge and funny too. So let me just see. This is that. That's good. So we can maybe we can get rid of those stuff. Faces. And oh yeah. We see this is a little bit difficult. Oh no, it's not difficult actually. Here. Now we're gonna make it like that, approximately. And then we're gonna add this line. I mean, this I actually attempted this wrong, but fixing we can fix it easily. So now let's join those stuff together, but I assume something weird will happen when we join that, because the one has a mirror mode, the other one doesn't. So let's just save here and see what happens if we do join those both together. Nothing happens, that's good. But we will have some doubles, I believe, so let's get rid of that. Yeah, 2 doubles. Well, okay, that was a long act. So luckily I haven't published the other video, part 2 yet, so maybe I should wait until maybe I should publish both before somebody says, hey, this CD-ROM looks weird. And I have to say, yeah, I know, but here we are. This is my concern. I'm not concerned about it, but when I upload it, then I'm concerned. Okay, we see here we created those things we don't really need, but again, no, I don't want to say it again, but a little bit happy accidents. We can give our little thing here some more details, or not, depending on if I like that or not. But we can actually get rid of this here. Oop. That and so just a little bit more of a detail. So if this comes out now, I mean, first of all, it doesn't close perfectly, but that's also good, because you know, the real thing is really lined up, like flat. However, because this is a 3D model and in an animation, a little bit of rough things is good to see some differences here and there. So it's not too bad that it stands out a little bit. We could fix that, but we don't have to. Okay, this one here and then that one. We need a power button, right? Yeah. You know what's cool? What it always kind of in when we you know, get, for example, let's just get a text here. What the heck? What the heck am I doing? Let's use those values here. Ah, yeah, I see. It is not this probably. And let's get this guy a little bit closer. Let's make it solidify, gives him more depth. I realized the solidify thing is always messed up when it comes to text and in general. So I realized when we use solidify for text, we should really use complex. The chances that something screws up is weird are decreased. So can we make this move actually? Could we make this move? I'm wondering. I mean, we could, and there's always a way. Anyway, let's not go too crazy on that. So we can make like that, you know, this is our brand, obviously. And we can give it some metallic look. Metallic is always good, right? Some roughness here. And is it metallic looking like? Not really. The a bit of light is missing. Oh, not too bad. It stands out a little bit, right? A bit more. There you go. Now we can change the font. I'm gonna do this quickly offline. Okay, I just search for the font, and because it shows other stuff too. You know, I'm being careful on the internet in general, so try to avoid that, but I think sometimes you will show something accidentally, but you know, you don't have to pressure your luck, something like that, especially because right now this is my main PC. I do everything with that, you know. That's I would love to have a PC just for the online stuff, you know. Would be great. I have a second PC, but it's not so reliable. So otherwise I would have one PC where I do my private stuff, banking and all those stuff you need to do, ordering and stuff and so on, and then I would make this PC to my streaming PC. I never really streamed then, you know. Also private messaging and stuff and like that. So that would be a good thing, but I mean, what do I have? 7 subscribers right now. Not that I really care about subscribers. I do care in terms of I think people when see the channel, they when they see like a small little channel, they automatically think it's cannot be something, you know. So their first impression is probably like, what the heck is that? I don't know, cannot be something. And for that reason it kind of matters, and you want to have at least a little bit someone to talk to. At the same time, I do not feel comfortable when numbers get up. I had like a little video, like the UFO video. So I thought, for sure if I like that. But yeah, that's what it is. Also on my Let's Play channel I made a video like Saints Row. This was, I believe, even my strongest video. And well, yeah, I think that it's a little bit scary. So anyway, I think you get used to those stuff anyways. Normal. Point is, I do care a little bit about subscriber, but actually also I do not. It's a weird thing. It's just it determines a little bit of success or something. But it's not even, I'm sure, even if this would be become something, I probably would not get happy about this, because it's not really meaningful in terms of it. It's not about, you know, life is not about those little things, although they bother me too. But I try to kind of, you know, this shall never become something special, you know. Then the success shall never become something I would like to identify with. That's what it is, I guess. If this ever happens. For that I have to become successful to see if I'm gonna be okay, if I'm gonna be a nice guy still. Because I cannot say it if I'm not, you know, in this position. So maybe you know what I mean, maybe you don't. Again, this is also a thought video. I always put my own thoughts into those stuff. Always, and I will do that. I will keep doing that because I think why not? I like it. The next thing, so we have a text. This is our brand. Our brand is the text, and put this here to the site. And we need a power button. A power button is cool. I tell you why. Because we make the power button glow. Make it glow. Because yes, I do. Make it glow. This position. It can be a little bit. We can make a round one, like I believe I did in the first part, but you know, it's actually not necessary. So, or I just changed my mind. This happens all the time. Say it like that, and then I change it. Okay, but there is a little bit of I see. No, wait a second. We need that. I just fine. We make a cool power button in here. That's good. That'd be awesome. Okay, let's do hide those stuff. And here, so let's take a look at the numbers. This is very important. Look, boy, do I love those stuff. The modeling. Where is it? Where is it? I have the tunnel vision again. Ah, here we go. So we need to make this symmetrical. Wait a second, guys. Wait, I think we maybe need to make it bigger. Yeah. So we're gonna hide this one. And now we say I. So we're making it like I believe. Can we make 5? No, we don't see that very well. So this is better, a better view. We can make. Oops. Do we have 4, 8, 3? Okay, this is what we are. Okay, I got it. 4, 8, 3. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Making this one here again. Is this symmetric? Yeah. Set the white. We want to have a nice. And then mesh transform sphere. All faces. Like this one here. Oh, button is an intro. So we're gonna then we press I. Extrude. Now I need to think. Guys, get rid of this one here. So if we can make it like that, and yeah, this one we can just close. And it's not perfect. I like when stuff is not connected, but I think it might be okay. Okay, let's do it better. This is, if you don't do this at the beginning, I think that's totally fine. You don't have to. You know, it would be fine to not connect it like in a good way. Or I hope this is a good way. But at the beginning, if you just learn Blender and you cannot do it better, or you think it's, you know, too confusing, you rather stick one object into the other object. You know, if it looks good at the end, why not? You know, you're gonna do it. You're gonna try to do it better naturally. If it becomes like a little challenge. You just want to see if you could do it better naturally. But my recommendation is, don't try to be too perfect. If it's only annoying, that's not gonna work anyways. You're gonna give up at some point. Right now I'm okay because I really want to do it. It's fun. It's very you know, satisfying, like I said in the last part. I'm okay with it, but if you think that's too annoying, don't do it. Just do something which is fun to you, and then maybe appreciate the whole thing, the whole journey a lot better. Basically, like when you think, if you never could paint well, like I did when I was a child. I got frustrated, started to paint something, to draw something, and it looked like shit, and I just gave up. I was just frustrated, and then I never really tried it again. But it's actually about, you need to keep the fun and you need to keep doing it, and don't try to be open for other directions. So if you draw if you paint something, and it doesn't look like you want it to look, but maybe it goes in another direction, just be creative and do something, you know, like sometimes when you look into the clouds and you start to see something, the same thing happens with creative stuff. You just go with the flow, something like that. Okay, smooth. Then you're just having more fun. Something is here totally not working. Ah, this one here. This one. Weird. What have I done here? Ah, I see. Huh? Wonder? Yeah, I think I'm gonna put those guys. What is this? Ooh. A little bit irritating in terms of I'm irritated. Really see what I did. I have no idea. See it here. See it. I wonder how to solve this problem. We actually need to solve this problem. Ah, yes, let's just solve it. Okay. We need to see. Oh yeah, it's the X. Okay, let's copy. Ah, it's 1 meter. That's perfect. Ah, it's perfect. Okay, X 1 meter. So here we go. This guy just also to be 1 meter, and this guy too, 1 meter. Ah, now we can actually close that. It's a little bit weird that we did it in this way. I just realized this, but well, we can use that to our advantage. Yeah, that's not like that. Oops. Can I not?
Blender.
What was that? Oh, that's interesting. I somehow activated the Windows voice. Anyway, that just shocked me. Out of the blue, a deep computer voice talks to me. I think I pressed a shortcut, a Windows shortcut or something. Anyway, doesn't matter. This guys, we need to double, and we're gonna push them forwards to X1, and now we're gonna do merge by distance 88. So vertex is perfect. So we closed it. Checking here. Not the same. So what we could do now is basically the half could be go inside. Let me just get rid of those guys here. Ah, yeah, I see. I cannot do that. I should have done this a little bit earlier. I think it's a little bit too small, the thing, but better idea, better idea. We leave that close. I cannot do that anymore. Oof. Okay, get rid of this again. We need that again, but I don't want to do it in this basis. So we need to just do the same thing again. We don't need the depth. We just need to close that and use this one then to duplicate. We duplicate it with Shift D. Back to this guy, selecting everything. M, merge by distance. Okay. So what we're gonna do is basically just those guys. They will glow. Yes, you will glow in the emission way here. Let's make 3. 3 is also a good value actually. So this is how my thing kind of glows. And it's not the same thing, which is good. It should not be the same thing. Because I want to rebuild the thing I have. This is not the goal. What have we done today? What is that for? Just in case, a little bit darker one. Yeah, remember, yeah, do please remember that maybe we should push this guy. Okay, it's not the perfect thing, but it's good enough. Thing I like to say. Do we have bloom? Yeah, we have bloom. Ah, here we go. This is how it actually looks like. See? Not too bad. It's okay. What else do we have? Button, a LED. Do we need a LED thing? Why not? But let's make a. This time, let's just make. Here maybe, huh? Yeah. And sharing the things. Okay, let's give it another emission. Let's say maybe green. Too much. 3 is okay. Good. Remember, it's a mirror mode. This will be gone when we finish that. So the text is probably okay on this position, but because it's mirrored right now, it's a little bit confusing. Okie dokie. So we did that. Who says okie dokie? I hate okie dokie. Yeah, some people do. This shall follow. Thing. Okay, let's see what we don't need. Let's just figure out what the heck is that. Something is kaput. I think even English-speaking people understand what that. Ah, look at that. Oh, I destroyed this thing here for some reason, but it's okay. I don't like it anyways. Good. Would that work? No, this wouldn't work like in this way. I think the laser is not like that. This is not how it works actually. So I think this is my I don't know what kind of thing I did. But now I have to get rid of that because I started to do it. Now we can leave it like that. However, there's another thing. This one. How do I do that now? Oh, yeah. Can I do that? Yeah, okay, let's get bigger so that we just can see it. Ah, see, that's the problem. Yeah, we should actually do the whole thing again, but I don't wanna. Let me just see, could we do something about that? Okay, let's put this here aside. I mean, so what is that? Ah, a colleague. This guy here. That's good. Pretty good. That confused me. Okay, that makes sense. So, what? Ah, I see. I believe you can make the whole thing bigger. Oh no, we cannot because it's a mirror modifier thing. Okay. Well, yeah, I believe, guys, we're gonna do that there. Okay, whatever. Let's just. What the heck is that? Huh? That? No. This I remember we did. That was okay. There we go. And well, do we need this guy? Don't think so. We can make a new one. So this actually we don't need. You know what? We're leaving it like that. Am I crazy? Do I have to? I mean, I'm not gonna. We're not gonna go inside anymore. Although for my animation, I have something weird in mind. Probably not what you're thinking. So no, I think that's fine. We're gonna use that. That's okay. It actually looks okay. Yeah. So good enough, man. What the heck am I doing? This one here, I make a little bit. No, we're leaving that. No, let's share the. Yeah, it's better because I want to make it a little bit darker. Rough is okay. Oh, doesn't share the property. Oh, that's okay. Good. We have this one here. See, sometimes you make you think it's a easy thing, and then it turns out that you're stuck with that a little bit. Okay, here we are in a position where I just would like to use an alpha texture combination, or maybe a bump effect combination. Yeah. So I created already some different bump effects and saved them for different projects. It's not necessarily for this one here, but I have some different textures created. It's not that complicated to create them. I would like to use them to test a little bit. So we're gonna need shader, bump, that's for sure. Well, texture coordinate maybe. Then here, where's my image texture? Texture 4. Color ramp. Yeah, there is a search option, but I try to practice finding those stuff all the time. I want to know where they are categorized. This is just a personal thing. It's not really, I'm not really benefiting from that, I believe. Maybe a little bit, but yeah, I just try to do it well. Okay, so the texture coordinate we don't need necessarily. I just want to try. So first of all, this is a little bit of nonsense. I need that for the other thing. So this one shall become a new material. Fine, good. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna search quickly my texture. Okay, so this is my texture. It's very simple. You can make those stuff in Blender and just, make something structured, black and white kind of, also with different kind of shapes that gives more detail even. But if you start using that, you can also do this with GIMP, Photoshop, also a very nice tool. Anyway, so we put this stuff into that. Do we see anything in here? No. Let's go to the UV editing thing. Ah, yeah, I see. So first of all, we're going to right click. We have to be for that in the face selection mode. Edit mode, face selection mode. Very important, face selection mode. Otherwise, we're not going to get those options. If we're on this mode, no options for that. But better options. Most of them, I don't even know what they are doing. Never use that. And then cube protection. Cube projection. We need a cube protection. We could do this also with let me just hold that. Just do anything, do I? Ah. Do we see a difference? Oh, I'm confused. Did I forget something? Ah, here we go. This is, that happens from time to time. This is the reason why I got this. I realized this real quickly. Sometimes I put this in the wrong thing and then I think, what? Why does this not work? I'm not getting it. So you see already a little bit of an effect. Either we're gonna do it like that, or no, it's probably better when we do this. It's more, the reason is, sure, we could now over scratching it like this, for example. But if we later decide to change this again, like we say this option, then it follows back into the normal mode. So a better option to experiment is using maps now. So we're gonna go into the texture. We go into the where is it? Texture, map. Mapping here, this one here, and we say, I believe UV. I could be wrong. I mix this up sometimes, or I don't. No, I'm not mixing it up. I simply do not know. I experiment a lot with different things, and I simply forgot what is the right thing. So we want to rotate it. I believe we figured this out. X is that. That somehow when I rotate. Could it be? Wait. Maybe Z. Okay, true. Maybe it's a Z. Let's try the Z one. 90 degree. Oh, it's not the Z. Oh, this was the location. 90 degree. Oh, it is Z. Oh, that's good. So I learned something. And now we're gonna scale it here on the Z axis. No, it doesn't work. Why? Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's great. Let's make it like 50. Yeah, that's okay. So now we can make this a little bit dark. Ooh la la. Hello, beautiful Peter. What are you doing on the weekend? Playing some games, huh? I just flirt with my PC. Yes, yes, I do. You are beautiful, the little guy here. I'm gonna make here that and under this position. We could do this actually with better bump texture to make a better bump texture so that it looks better here on this side, but you can also do it like that. So it might be even useful for something. When I switch so quickly my opinions, the reason for that is I realize in the middle of the sentence whatever I'm gonna say is a little bit of a dumb thing. Okay. Detail here. I think the PC is not complicated in Blender. What I struggle with, or what I would like to also practice, but you cannot do everything at once, is cars. The round cars and such is basically everything what is kind of round or smooth, you know, is difficult in Blender to make it. It's possible. I think if you do it for long enough, you get a natural understanding and you're getting better and better. That's how it works. It's always like the same. It's about practicing the stuff you love. If you do practice the stuff you love, it's gonna be very easy for you to learn whatever it is. If you forced to learn something, that's a very, very bad start. It's very hard to learn something you are not interested in. It's extremely hard. It's also sad that it has to be that way. But we have a little bit here, you know, some little bit of a depth. Okay, this is how my thing looks like, so I'm kind of stole that idea, or I mean, just the idea. So, and also it's not, you know, performance wise it should be okay, because it's not a random generated thing. But we squeezed it pretty much, so that could affect whatever this is. We can make it metallic would reflect the light a little bit more, so that would be a bit harder to render, I believe so. What I say you have to keep with, don't rely on that completely. It's I keep saying that I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. Okay, looks good. Yeah, not too bad, I would say. Then what else do I have? I don't have much actually. I have this thing I have, that's basically it. I have some USB things here on top, but I forgot the space, so we're not gonna use it on top, which is good because I don't want to rebuild the whole thing. It should be similar. That's okay because all tower look they all look a little bit similar, but all fetches, yeah. The USB things. But be simple. Like this, like that. How big is a USB? Maybe like that, huh? Like that, maybe. Dissolve. I like Blender. Dissolve everything. Everything needs to be dissolved. Wait, I change some values here. We also make this. No, I don't like that. Oh yeah, that's good. Dissolve, yeah. That one here, I believe. Dissolve, okay. So this will become a USB sticks. I mean, this is not how it looks, but in my, I have only 2, but we're gonna make 4. Why not? Good. So let's make insert faces. Faces. If you see, I copied this value, the first one, so I always paste the same value into the insert faces, so that I don't have to adjust it manually. They are all the same size. Are we gonna add? No stick fits into that. Correct. If you long USB stick. I was thinking about, should I make a stupid joke? No, you're not gonna joke around. Serious topic. Extremely serious. Space for jokes. And also, I don't know the word. What is einführen? It sounds even sexual. I don't even know why. I mean, I know why. What is the English word? Should I check this? Just check the insert. No, insert? Is it insert maybe? Let me just check this quickly, guys. See, the German word, den USB-Stick einschieben, is insert the USB-Stick. Exactly with the insert faces, the thing all the time. See? Okay, hold on. Okay, I also opened this window. I forgot the shortcut for this one here. Anyway, flat. This has to be flat. Wait, it's good. It's just the only thing is, yeah, the proportion is probably not right. Maybe they are. I don't know. Something doesn't really. Yeah, I think they should be bigger. But it's okay. Whatever. Don't be too perfect again. If you want to do the proportions right too, then maybe we should stick with the real. I mean, we could have done this right at the beginning to use the real size. Right now we have meters, so this thing is, I don't know how big is it actually. How big is this guy here? Let's just use a normal cube, plain nonsense. So normal cube. So this is, yeah, it's 2 meters. We have a 2 meters tower. If I would have an accurate size of it, we could actually really check if it makes sense. But you know, because it's a practice video, it's okay. That's what we realize why we are doing it, and then we want to forget this anyways after a while. I really start to like that. So this is not really here. I don't have this thing here, but let's put some own ideas into that too, because we can. Oh, wait. And go away with that. That's good. Control B. Which ones? Yeah. Insert faces. Whatever this is. I don't know. Use the text. We're gonna duplicate this guy here. Bigger as a placeholder. Here we go. We could name it Project LARA, huh? Oh, Lucas. It's just one. It's my. Yeah, it's Polish kind of actually. It's it's my special name. I'm gonna put my special name on it because of my ego. It's not just that. I also think might be a little bit of a silly thought, but maybe someday I can make a little bit of money with this kind of work. Who knows? And so I want to make sure that people know who I am. So it's not just ego. It's a little bit of a dream. Tiny dream of mine. Hey, Daisy is super. This was just like out of the blue because we have the mirror mode. I kind of like this. It's my. I can actually share this here. My looks a little bit different. On top there is a thing where there is a thing. Great explanation here. Well, anyways, on at the top there is a cooling, a little bit of open thing. It looks like that here. I mean, you know, I can just show it. I mean, let's just do it. What the heck am I doing here? Apologizing. Wait, we're gonna make this one a little bit different. So this show share 22. So now they share the properties. Object mode. Clicking on that, it has the own properties, so we can change this here a little bit. Shading. It should not affect the other thing. That's a good. I'll show you what I mean. 20. It looks similar. Let me just pick another quickly. So we're gonna use this one here right now. This has changed. This is another thing. But we have stretched right now. We don't see it really well. Oh, it still looks. Forgot about this one here. We need to. Ooh, that's interesting. let's just increase the number. Let's just say 10. And yeah, so there's a cooling system. The air is coming out on top of the thing, which makes sense because the air is always going upwards. This is some basic physics. We know that. That's why you can fly in a balloon. Yeah, I think I'm gonna change it again. Hold on. Okay, here's another texture of mine. All those textures I learned to create them or created them in my spaceship spaceship Kim. I still model the ship. And kind of helpful. You can use, you know, those bump effects overall. So the good thing right now, I mean, you can see I'm squeezing them. I'm not using the original bump effect, but this, because I'm playing around with those values, I see weird stuff happening. And this is again, I don't want to stretch this, you know, this phrase, but happy accident again. I'm sorry about that. At some point it just annoys if somebody, at least it's for me, if someone found a new phrase and then he just says it over and over again. It's also a little bit like, come on man, I get it, no, but it's really like that. So we can like this. We have like, would that make sense? Maybe, maybe not. 10. Let's stretch this here a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Why not? Why not like that? Back we need 2, but we are still on the front. What do we else do? We have this thing here. We have. I also have like a little bit of for headphones and such, right? Stuff. Hey, maybe we should have a USB stick already plugged in, huh? Let's do that. Okay, we duplicate it. We say separate by selection, and now let me hide this thing here. Applying all transformations, so it's always here when we bring it back. Yeah, get it out. We need to see that again because it can. The USB stick always looks kind of like this, right? But a little bit different though. Now it's a little bit bigger. Like that. Control B. Oh, that's okay. Now we have 2 again. I think that doesn't look good. So, one USB stick. Yeah, if you do that, you always have to share all properties here. We're gonna make this one plastic-like. All right, that's okay. But front is not plastic. The front is metal. Metallic. Roughness down. Okay, and this one we need to be a little bit darker. Let's just use a new one. Design, new. Good. Looks perfect. Okay, that's done too. So, ego. Sorry guys, but it's really like that. I hope maybe someday when I think I need still to practice a lot, and then hopefully someday I'm figuring out how to do something with that knowledge here. Oh, maybe not, then it's only again. This is, you at least, you know, you get a lot of nonsense. Sometimes you get some good things, so sometimes it's not just nonsense, it's worth something. It's not all things I say is nonsense. Some wise words are hidden, but you have to pick them. They are to look for them. Precious things. However, you get what I say, I do mean. I'm not gonna fuck around. In terms of I learned to be honest, which is not that easy because it's not immediately rewarding. That's for sure. It takes a while. Also, if anyway, let's not go into that. But just saying. Okay, this the back there will be actually we could, you know, yeah, we can use our little fan we created, and I don't have to create it because I did it already, and there's a video on this channel. You can check this out. I'm just gonna pause here. I'm gonna get my fan. I'm gonna copy and paste it into here. There is a video on this channel. You can check out to see how to create such a fan, which you will see in a second. Okay, don't worry, I just copied it into that, and you can see there's a huge fan. Probably we have no heat problems at all with this guy here. So it's a little bit of a weird one, like, you know, I know, but I just want to see how it looks like. Oh, first of all, I would like to collection fan. This is the fan 2 I created, and this is fan 1. Fan 1. So we can use one of those guys. First of all, we have to shrink this. Not good. Yeah, what is that? Oh, this is a backup. Like, you know, the backups say, who cares? What are you doing? So here we go. Okay, so now we're gonna shrink this guy down. Here we have the nice lights. I did it in the video. You can actually, you know, again, I'm not a fan of nice lights anymore in the real thing if it's too distracting, but I sometimes like, oh, what the hell. Good thing, huh? The lights are definitely too strong. Let's make 60. That's better. I mean, this is more like a CPU cooler, but also then it's a weird one. But I like it, and we can make a better version later on. But I think it's interesting. Still a little bit too bright. Let's make 20. 20. And you want to see an animation here? See? Hey, this is the thing what the young guys have in the front, right? No, being young and this world right now, I do not know if it's a good thing. They have a lot of pressure. I mean, at the same time, you know, they are probably getting used to that, but every little mistake you do, if you're unlucky, somebody recorded it, and you can see it forever. Maybe it's not so tough. Maybe it's only tough from the perspective, from our perspective. Sounds hard, but at the same time, every little mistake might be recorded forever. But the good thing is you see a lot of people making all the time mistakes. So everybody makes a mistake sooner or later, and so it becomes normal. And we are maybe, you know, maybe not so judgmental anymore. So that can be a good thing. So it's still a little bit too heavy, this guy here. How does this look? Interesting, huh? Let's make it, it was meant to be like more this one here. Yeah, it looks better from the front. Maybe we have to modify this guy a little bit here. Like this one here. Yeah. Ah, why not? Why not? But this one here, maybe it's better metallic. A bit rough. And sub we don't need. A little bit darker. Well, this is called outer wall because this is from, I just copied this from my spaceship, the texture, and I named it like that. So if it confuses you, this is the reason for. It's sometimes easier to just copy your object into your new Blender project and then just drag and drop the texture on other things. It saves you some time at some point. Textures I already have like so many. When I talk like this, I always have to think. Do not like this guy, so you know exactly where you are right now with me. But anyways, just saying it because that's, like I said to you, you get my opinion. You want or not. And usually people don't want opinions, especially if it's not sharing or not the same opinion, or if you think differently. But we have to make this guy. That's too much. Although, too much. I think I have to show the USB stick as well if I'm. What is that actually? Point. Let's use a sun. Sun was confusing to me because a sun, you see that I mean, this one is not confusing, but what was confusing is, what was confusing to me is, first of all, you don't need necessarily a sun to make a sun. You can also use a point. Sometimes it's better, especially if I use a Waller matrix. But what confused me was that I thought the position of the sun is important, but it's not. This thing is important. Where the sun is being placed in this environment doesn't play any role at all. So very confusing, this one here. First, anyways. So let's change the color here of this so it looks a little bit different. Huh? Oh yeah. Blue is expensive, you know. When we learned in games. You don't know what I mean? Then just type in Angry Joe and a blue into YouTube, and you get an answer. It's unbelievable. This world sometimes is. Well, I don't want to say stupid because it's really necessary. It's not good if you judge all the time, because it doesn't help anybody. It's not making you happy on the long term anyways. And it's not true. There are a lot of good people and intelligent people. So, but I'm sometimes just frustrated when I think about the gaming industry or industry in general. Speaking of fairness and such. Sad that this is not a high value, being fair, being nice. Very sad. So we need some details here, but maybe, you know, we don't need to put too much details into those stuff, so we can just try something. Let's use this one. And we're gonna just copy that on that here, and then just gonna put this here. Just, you know, it gives us some little ideas we can use. You know. The problem here is now we have used just you know, if it's a little bit random how this was applied, so I didn't know how to. It's good to get ideas, but you don't have. You should control, or you don't have to control that well. But front doesn't look too bad. Yeah, bump effect is very. It's a very nice effect actually. I love it very much. But it's for a long time it was very confusing to me. Basically speaking only of the control over the bump effect. This is a huge problem with procedural generated stuff too. To understand how those stuff works is difficult sometimes. And here, for some reason, this looks, I like it. So I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Yeah, I wonder why. It's gone, see? 1.5. Oh, also interesting. What did I just do? Let's undo that. 1.5. Yeah. Let's change the location. It doesn't influence anything. Actually, what I've learned is basically that we could actually just, you know, make our bump effect exactly where we want to have it. So we could just create our, you know, our own design and say it should be here and there. So that's possible, and I figured this out and how to do that in the project Kim, Spaceship Kim. However, I still like doing it in this way sometimes because first of all it's very fast, and the second reason is it gives you ideas to play with. So we have here a little bit of a, this one should, no, it doesn't help. Distance, I don't even know what that means. Probably the distance of the depth. Oh, we can even go higher. I didn't even know that. It's possible. Well, interesting. So this one here I don't like. I would like it very much, but here there's something going on here weirdly. And also we have to keep in mind, if I select everything here color wise, right click, see, I forgot about that. So actually now everything is a little bit different now. And yeah, I think we should maybe create later on a better bump effect, meaning creating a fitting one on this, but I wouldn't do it in this video too because it's just too, you know, I like recording stuff, but at the same time sometimes then it starts bothering me after a while that I record because I cannot listen to music. I could just shut up, but I don't know, I just started like that, so I would end it like this. So bump effect is nice for playing around, but this is not too bad actually. Oh, this is also nice. Ooh. Yeah, interesting what you can do. We can also just use it for the front, right? So we don't necessarily have to use the bump effect for. Let's just I'm gonna show you a quick way how to change this problem here. Everything what is not blue is gonna be hidden, and now we can hide those stuff. Actually, we can actually hide everything that is not related to this guy here. Menu. So we only we should also hide. Oh no, everything is hidden. Everything which is not blue should be hidden. Yes, so we can go into the front, selecting only the front. That's good. more do we not need. And then we say new sign, and we're gonna share 10. So this one we leave, and the original 10 we're gonna just deactivate, cutting that, going back to, see, now the front is looking weird and the rest is looking fine. And we can now focus on the front, changing just the front to unhide everything, also here. And now we can just focus on the front with the bump effect. Okay. This is 0. Ah, the wrong one. Maybe X. Yeah. Huh. Kind of looks cool. Okay, you get the idea, but the problem is we could just, you know, changing it back and forth until it fits, but I really think we're going to benefit from that when we leave it for here for now like that, and we're going to create our own bump effect, which we do maybe at the end, but I'm not so sure about that. We're just going to ignore that. Good, I think we are done for this part too, so there will be a fourth part for sure. I will transform. Now we can stick it into that quickly. Good. Well, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, next part, front is almost done. Maybe like a headset thing, and then the back will be ready. And the inside of the thing, I'm not so sure, because the inside will not look like a regular RPC. This is not my goal. For the animation, I said this right at the beginning. Different thing. Anyway, good. This is it for now. You can see it in full. I'll make a nice thumbnail, and then we see us in the next part. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye, and auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen is a German goodbye.